Okay, today I'm gonna be showing you guys the best AFK macros in Anime Last Stand. I'm not gonna do like one of those tier lists. It's gonna be visual because I know a lot of people like to visually learn, but I'm still gonna be doing grades throughout the video on the maps, and I'm gonna be rating them 1 through 10 out of difficulty. So hope you guys enjoy this. It was very fun making this, and enjoy. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know they updated the UI again. Player XP. That's nice. Well, I know they updated the UI, but I didn't know it looked like that. All right. Starting off, we got Desert Village. This is gonna be the easiest map to AFK. Easily S tier. 1 out of 10 difficulty. All you gotta do is just place your units up here. If you got flight units, if you got a ground unit, you can place your ground unit like right up here. And this is what the macro is gonna look like if you make one. All you gotta do is just click both of them. Super easy. And then literally just click in this area. That's all you gotta do. And since they got auto vote, all you gotta do is just press auto vote speed and auto skip wave. You should already know that. And it's literally just simple. It should just work on its own. But this is gonna be the first map, Desert Village, S tier. Okay, Water Park. This is gonna be second on the tier list. This is fairly easy too. It might look a little weird because you gotta place your units like right here, but trust me, you still can. Then you can place this unit like right here. You gotta be very precise because I had an old AFK macro where like it literally was bugged since they had updated the UI, and I would click on that little view the character thing, so it wouldn't necessarily mean the macro was like over with. It just wouldn't upgrade the unit. So like if you played bare bones or something, you'd probably be a little bit in trouble. But every other game mode was pretty much simple. But I'm in the infinite because I thought it'd be easier to showcase it in the infinite. But this is really just a macro though. Place your unit down right there. Your ground unit would go like right here. Just on who you got, if they got good range or not, they'd be able to hit the enemies, get it done quicker. But your air unit that you got should be able to take care of it very, very efficiently. So this is gonna be Water Park. This is gonna be like, I'll give it A+, A+ on difficulty. And judging on if you're doing infinite or challenges, you'll be doing infinite for like perfect stat cubes and all that. But yeah. All right, next up we got Hollow Dimension, and this is even better because I just seen it in this in the challenges, but it's speedy. And I would say once you got decent units, speedy is probably like the best challenge you want to look for, other than no hit, because it gets the mission done quicker because the enemies are walking faster. But this is literally what the setup will look like too. Guess it doesn't really matter where you place them. You got a lot of placement. This is probably like the best viewing other than Desert Village. You got all this field of view to place all your units. Put your ground unit like right here. And that's literally what the realm will look like. And literally what prompted me to start making this is because I noticed when I was going through the story again, catching back up, and I had like an alt account I was using, but one thing I noticed that they made it to where you spawn literally in one spot on like all the maps, because on this map you literally used to like not be able to AFK at all because you used to spawn in the air. It was so weird, but this is cool. I'll give this like maybe like an A. It's not that difficult either. Actually, I'll give it like I'll give it an A+ too. In terms of difficulty, probably like a 2 out of 10 because the enemies are a little bit tankier, but if you got decent units, you should be all right. Especially since they just buffed like all the celestial traits, but you most likely don't got those. So that's why I recommend still doing Desert Village or Water Park over it. But this is not a bad option for it's not too far behind them. Still not difficult at all. All right, next up we got Planet Namek. This is why I say it's starting getting a little difficult. Or this is where I will say it's starting to get a little difficult because yeah, you gotta be a little bit more precise with your unit placement, but it's still not that bad. It's a little method right here to make sure you always flicker your little unit that you can place down. But on the term of difficulty, I'll say this is like a really like 4 out of 10 because the enemy's health do jump very, very high. All right, but yeah, that's what the placement will look like right there. If you just was AFK and you just put your units down, you can put your little other heal unit down. So you spawn like right here, and then you can put your ground unit down too. Literally just simple setup. All the maps literally got like the same simple setup, and if you don't got a unique, you can just spam place like your laws or whoever you got Tatsumaki most likely. But yeah, look, the enemy's health are starting to ramp up quite a bit. So in terms of this being an infinite setting, you probably wouldn't make it that far if you don't got decent units, I'm gonna be honest. So that's why this is more like a 4 out of 10. And of course the difficulty goes down like the better units you got. So next is gonna be Star Mansion. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say, this is like B tier. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the B tier. All right, on to Star Mansion. Now this is where things start getting a little bad, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even think you can place an air unit right here because I ain't tried, so yeah, this is definitely where things start getting a little bad. But you can place a ground unit and just hope they're hybrid off start. That's all I can really tell you. But let's see here. If you use to get your macro, can you do this? Oh, you can. Okay, so I just learned something here too. So if you use your macro and make yourself walk, just press A on your keyboard. Just make yourself walk. You should be good. Just place the unit down like that, and you got your air unit. That's cool. So this is AFKable. On the terms of difficulty, I would say this is like, I'll give it a B tier too, so because the enemies are like around the same health that they were on Planet Namek. So like B tier, probably like a 5 out of 10 of difficulty. All right, I wouldn't say normal. I literally started the mission on normal on accident, but this is what this macro is gonna look like. Place your law right here, and you would place your, I mean, you could place them further up too, if you wanted to, but this is what this was basically gonna look like. I mean, since it's normal, they'd probably like around the same health, so I'd give it like another 5 out of 10. And on the tier list, I'd give it like a B. Give it a B with Planet Namek and Star Mansion. All right, just because I love my community so much, I decided to restart it so I can see what it looks like on Nightmare. Still basically around the same amount of health. Really just like their health is like 3 times. But still simple setup. You spawn like right here in this area. And you can put your unit right here, you can upgrade them. And then you should be able to put another air unit right there. And then you can put your ground unit like right there, and that's basically the macro for this. And really, I'm gonna go and make a macro for all these, and I'm gonna put them in a Discord. It's gonna take a little time, but it shouldn't take that long for them to get out. But I'm gonna make a macro and put them on my Discord for those who don't want to waste time to set it up. But yeah, every 5 waves of boss spawns. That's how infinite works, and I'm pretty sure like the bosses have a chance to drop. I think they said they could drop rerolls now too, which is weird. But bosses, for what I used to know, they drop portals, they drop stat cubes, and apparently what I had seen in Discord, they could drop rerolls too. Like I said, in terms of difficulty, this is gonna be a 5 out of 10. Enemies are pretty weak still, and B tier on the tier list. All right, Hero Association. This is gonna be the first bad one, not gonna lie. But it's not impossible. And you can still use an air unit though. And I think I did it wrong. I remember the macro being something like that, but I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna be the first terrible one. F tier on the tier list, be honest with you. Because this is one of the ones that take too much to set up. So F tier on the tier list. It's not even that hard. Difficulty is only like a 5 out of 10 like those, but F tier, you don't want to do it. It's not worth your time. Way better maps you can do. And I think that's the only spawn you get too. It's not even like no extra spawns. It's super bad. But actually, you could just put them on the car. So actually, no, let's redo this. Hold on. Let's redo this. Okay, as I thought, yeah, you don't want to AFK this one at all. It's not even worth your time. So yeah, like I said, F tier. Even though the enemies are not that hard to kill, it's not good. It's not worth your time. And you always spawn right there, so yeah, F tier, don't do this one. All right, Snowy Domain. Here we got another bad spawn. Unfortunately, you can place a ground unit down, but it really doesn't even matter because where you spawn is literally like, this is all Sea and Sun Jinwoo. And if it spawns you a little further back, you could AFK this, but nah, you can't. It's literally just bad. Or can you put a unit right here? Okay, let's redo this one too. Okay, let's redo this. Hold on. All right, yes, yeah. This one's chalk. It's like no way. Not worth your time at all. Yeah, definitely not worth your time. So Snowy Domain is gonna be another F tier. There's no way you can even make it usable either. I mean, yeah, not even worth your time. It's not even gonna look nice on the macro either. I guess you probably can do this, but nah, yeah, nah, never mind. You can't. Not worth your time. So this is gonna be F tier. Enemies are not that difficult either. I mean, that's every Infinite map. The enemies not gonna be that tanky at the start, and they start scaling very, very high. But not worth your time either. F tier. All right, next up is Infested City, right here. This is good right here. This is what you want to see. You got a lot of options. You can place your units in a lot of places, but you mainly want to place them like super close to the spawn. Even though you could place one like right here. Doesn't really matter where you place them at, but this is what you want to see when you're AFKing. This is nice right here. So Infested City, this is gonna go, I'll give it like, really, since how open it is visually too, I'll give it like a tier. But in terms of difficulty, since it's like one of the more later game maps, I'm gonna give it like a 6 out of 10. But definitely this is what you want to see right here. Very nice. Lots of space to place a lot of units down very easily. All right, Snowy Domain. Not gonna lie, at first it still looked kind of bad, but thankfully you can put air units right here, and they all just walk the path. This is the path they walk by. This it's close to the spawn. This is just because this map is so huge. That's what it is. But Snowy Domain. So this is definitely like one of the more later game maps. We're gonna get this one this is like a B tier one too. You can place your units down, but it's not that close to the spawn, so it's gonna take a little bit longer. I mean, your ground units, you can place them pretty far, but air units, you got no choices to place them like far back. But at least you can place all your units down that you need. So this is gonna be like, I give this one like a 7 out of 10 in terms of difficulty, and I'm gonna give it like a B tier. Really almost a C tier because how big the map is, and it takes so long for the enemies to come past. So if like if it's a flying unit, and they do got, yeah, the boss, yeah, Griffith, yeah, boss spawns every 5 ways. But yeah, like I said, this is gonna be, yeah, C tier. This is C tier. And in terms of difficulty, 7 out of 10. Yeah, my bad. I just noticed I misworded that one. Lost Castle is what that one is called. Should have Snowy in his name, but yeah, Lost Castle is what it's called. But this is gonna be the new Kaiju No.8 map. And you know what this means? Look at this. Look at it. I ain't gotta even really describe it, but close to the spawn. You can place all your units here fairly easy. Literally just a cakewalk. But in terms of difficulty, since you know it's a more later game map, I have to give it like, say like an 8 out of 10 difficulty. But it's really gonna give this like a A tier, just because how close you can spawn, and you can place a lot of units down this strip. You can place your air units right here, upgrade them very easy. But like I said, I'm gonna be having macros all on my Discord, the best macros you can have, and gonna give a very descriptive, in full detail what you need to do to make sure it doesn't really mess up on you. 8 out of 10 difficulty, but A tier. Okay, so out of all these maps, literally Snowy Domain and Hero Association is the only 2 that you can't AFK. So that gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maps that you can AFK out of all the other ones. So 9 out of 11 of the maps you can AFK. It's not that bad because before, literally the only maps you used to be able to AFK was Desert Village for the longest. Then they finally made Water Park. Star Mansion, you was able to AFK, but sometimes the spawn you used to get, it used to spawn you like inside of a tree, which it was kind of bad. But if you and you couldn't really place an air unit down either, but if you had a hybrid unit, it was able to take care of that. And back then it was Sukuna. Everybody really ran Sukuna, or I don't remember who else was a hybrid back then, but I think Sukuna was the main one. And the other maps you couldn't really AFK either, but now you can AFK basically all the maps besides Hero Association and Snowy Domain. So macro is coming soon. It's gonna be in my Discord. Discord's gonna be in the description. I'm gonna end this video off with a little reroll sesh. Why not? They did just drop a code for 50 rerolls. I'm gonna put it up on the screen somewhere. Future me, and make sure you put it up on the screen somewhere. But yeah, the next video I'm gonna make is most likely gonna be anime defenders. The best way to make the most gems. I don't think I've ever seen any YouTubers say it either, because you know, anime defenders, the way it is, these people definitely have been gatekeeping, but I haven't been on it since they did all the, what is it, update 3 with the Hall of Mirrors. I literally didn't even play that update at all. But yeah, next video is gonna be best way to make diamonds, gems, whatever you call it. Look like diamonds, what they call them, gems. It's not as hard. I will say it does require a PC if you want to do the best one. Might have really just kicked myself, didn't I? And I've not had good luck rolling on this Sun Jin-woo at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's been bad. I spent way more rerolls than that on this, man. All right, this one was gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed.